To the NBA playoffs here, LeBron James and the Lakers find themselves on the brink of elimination tonight in Game 4 as they trail the Thunder 3-0. OKC has beaten the Lakers in all 7 meetings this season, breaking a tie for the most consecutive wins against the Lakers in a single season. And to make matters worse, the Thunder have won 6 of those 7 games by 15 or more points, including all 3 playoff games between the two so far. So including this postseason, LeBron James has now trailed 3-0 in a series 6 times in his career. He has never been swept 3 times, but never before, or he has been swept 3 times, but never before the conference finals, which would be now because we're in the semis. So what would a sweep mean for LeBron's future? Obviously, his future very much in the air, but we got legacy on the line here. Stephen A., what do you think it would mean for LeBron?
Well, it means he could potentially leave. I don't think that will happen because I think that he's made a lifestyle commitment to himself and his family to stay, out west if as it pertains to basketball. I think that as we look at him, I don't think this affects. Let me be very clear about this. This doesn't affect his legacy. We all know that the Lakers are an inferior team. We all know that they don't have enough to compete legitimately against the Oklahoma City Thunder and that they're flat out losing to a better team. And for the most part, he's played well. It's just that other guys can only do but so much to help him because they're just not gifted enough. So it's not one of those situations where you're going to look at him and it's going to smear his name. But I will say that if you are LeBron and the Lakers have made sure they've made it clear, this is Luka's team. A Luka, by the way, that doesn't prioritize his condition in the way that he should, even though we made noise about him supposedly doing that this year, who hasn't been reliable in terms of his health. And you're LeBron and you're looking towards your future, and winning is the priority, not just being comfortable in Southern California, then you go back to Cleveland. You look at what they have there, and you can imagine, he's deified in that part as well as he should be. And it's either Cleveland or New York, because he can go anywhere he wants to because he's an unrestricted free agent and you don't have to trade any assets for him. To me, as far as I'm concerned, it's either back home to Cleveland, to retire, or he could go to New York City where he'd probably put another $500 million in his pocket if he were playing in Gotham City with representing the Knicks brand. It's one of the two, rather than stay in LA, because they clearly have hinted towards desiring to move in a different direction, because even if he were to stay, everybody's talking about there's no way we can pay him the $52 million. He's getting paid now, and this is Luka's team, and AR's got to be re-signed and all of that stuff. It is possible that LeBron might be saying, hey, look, we ain't going to win here anyway, not with the powers that be out west with Minnesota, San Antonio, and Oklahoma City to have to go through. And Houston, once they get a point guard, why bother? I might as well go to the East, make this money, or return back to very familiar territory where I'm beloved. One of the two options.
Kirk?
Look, I agree with a lot of things that SA just said. If I'm Braun, I weigh my options because we don't know what that team is going to look like after this postseason, especially if the Cavs underachieve by not at least getting to the conference finals, right? So I will weigh my options, and I would not rule out the returning back to LA, but I will watch what the LA Lakers do this summer. And in my opinion, it's two players on the Lakers roster that are untouchable. That is Luka Doncic, in my opinion, where we know, and Marcus Smart. And I understand Marcus Smart offensively hasn't been putting up big numbers. I get that. But he has had the assignment of being the primary defender on SGA, and we've seen SGA struggle compared to what he does to other teams. I don't know if I'm the Lakers, I don't know if they're considering right now, if I would really consider re-signing Austin Reaves. What this playoffs has shown me is, and the Lakers, Austin Reaves is getting exposed.
Preach it, KP.
He is getting exposed. And when you're talking about the near future, the Lakers, are you sure that Luka and Austin Reaves could be your two franchise guys to take you to the promised land and bring home another championship back to LA and get out of a tough Western Conference where Ant-Man, SGA, and Wemby resigns? Hell no. That's not going to happen. The Oklahoma City Thunder in Game 4, man, they were picking on him. I'm watching the game from my couch with my feet kicked up, and I felt sorry for Austin Reaves. A.J. Mitchell was busting his ass, searching him out on every single play. And if you're Rob Pelinka, Eugenie Buss at this time, this was a warning. I hope that Austin Reaves could find his money because I do believe he deserves a lot of it. I do believe they got him on a bargain deal right now. But far as maxing him out and being one of those top dogs to take you to the promised land, absolutely not. He's not that compared with Luka Doncic. You can't have two guys that's your franchise guys and both of those guys are defensive liabilities. That just ain't gonna cut the mustard.
In games 2 and 3, the Thunder scored 58 points with Austin Reaves as the primary defender. Just to add to your point.
They're targeting him every possession.
Exactly.
KP, I agree with you wholeheartedly on the Austin Reaves thing. I mean, look, if you're the team's best player and you're getting attacked defensively, okay, right? Because you're so prolific offensively, it makes up for the lack thereof on the defensive end, i.e. a Luka, or even how we talked a little bit about Jalen Brunson. But if you're the second option, you got to be a dual player. You can't be that big of a liability. So I'm with you on the Austin Reaves part and the Marcus Smart part too with Luka because he's the core of their team mentality-wise. What would a sweep mean for LeBron's legacy? SA, I'm with you. It doesn't mean anything to me. I mean, this man is 41 years old, averaging 28, 9, and 7. I mean, come on. 28, 9, and 7. I mean,
you know what?
Right.
There's a flip side to that.
What is that?
That damn Deandre Ayton. I mean, this dude. I bring up the fact that he, he's from the Bahamas, and I tell people, they say, why you keep bringing it up? I said because he plays 50% of the time as if he's lounging on the beach. That's how he plays. Just see the frustration on the faces of the Lakers. I mean, there was one point where he got caught, somebody, I think it was SGS, somebody got an and one on him. He didn't even attempt to move his feet. He just stretched his arms and pushed the dude. You understand? While he was going for a layup. Just no sliding those puppies, as Big Perk would say, or anything like that. It's demoralizing to watch somebody. He's 7'1". He doesn't look like he's gained a pound. He doesn't look like he's spent any time in the gym working on his game or his body or anything. He looks like the same dude we've seen for years. Like literally, please make sure the check is in the account. I need my money and I'll show up. I'll show up, but I'm not really gonna show up half the time. It's embarrassing. It really, really is, because he's not a scrub. He's got skills. But the effort is so minimal. The absence of urgency is so flagrant that it breeds frustration. He's the kind of guy that you if you're the Lakers, you almost have to get him out of your locker room just because of the effect that he will have on the other guys because of this flagrant lack of urgency that he plays with. Seriously.
SA real quick.